Chad Simmons, Director of Recruiting for On3. After a wild month of July, we moved into the month of August. Last month, wild, exciting, close to 250 prospects committed to Power 5 schools. It was nonstop. Schools like Alabama, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Miami, and others had successful months last month. The hot topic right now, though, maybe is Beau Hewley, four-star offensive tackle in Atlanta, Langston Hughes High School, been committed to Georgia since last September. So why is he a hot name? He was back at Auburn over the weekend. He was at Auburn for an official visit in June. He's been to Auburn around half a dozen times since committing to Georgia last year, and Georgia has to work to keep Hewley in this class. Based on what I'm hearing, the latest intel is nothing is set to happen anytime soon. There's definitely traction there. The Auburn staff's doing a great job, especially head coach Brian Harsin, but Georgia countering, doing a great job with Kirby Smart, Stacey Searles, Del McGee, numerous off-the-field assistants, I'm told by multiple sources. Georgia, I think, has some confidence they can hold on here. Auburn has some confidence they can flip Hewley. So definitely he's one to watch. I do not think anything happens anytime soon, but he'll be one to watch all the way through the early signing period in December. Kelby Collins, four-star defensive lineman from Gardendale, Alabama, was back at Florida over the weekend. He was supposed to trip to Alabama twice last week, didn't make either trip to Tuscaloosa. What's that mean? Not a whole lot, I don't think. Based on what I'm hearing, Alabama and Florida are battling this one out. A decision could come as soon as, I think, mid-August, based on what I'm hearing, but nothing's locked in, nothing's set yet. He's in communication with both coaching staffs. I think there has to be some confidence in Florida because he was there again. He was back the second time for the summer. He likes the new coaching staff. He sees an opportunity there. And Collins has always talked about being open to leaving his home state. But then you have Alabama. We all know what Alabama is. It's a machine. They've picked up in-state D lineman Hunter Osborne and then out-of-state tight end flipping Ty Lockwood from Ohio State this week already. I think it comes down to the Gators and the Crimson Tide. Another top player moving down to Florida, four-star defensive lineman Jordan Hall took trips to Florida, Georgia, and Miami last week. And I think right now all three schools are in this race. I think two of those are on top of his list, and those two are Florida and Georgia. I think he has that home feeling in both Gainesville and Athens right now. If I had to give one school the edge for Jordan Hall, I like Georgia, just the way he's communicated with Trey Scott, how he speaks on Trey Scott. And then I have a source close to Hall that feels Georgia's in a great spot as well. Again, no decisions likely anytime soon. He chose not to take his official visits this summer. He plans to take at least most, if not all five, during the season. But he did in a recent interview with me say that a decision really could come at any time. I don't think he plans to commit soon, but I guess if he gets that feeling, it is possible. But right now, I think Florida and Georgia lead the way, with Georgia maybe having that slight edge heading into the month of August. Shelton Sampson, five-star wide receiver from Baton Rouge Catholic, will make a decision this weekend on Saturday, August 6th. He was visiting Texas A&M last before the dead period kicked back in over the weekend. He was at LSU right before that. So I think it comes down to those two schools. Florida State's in the mix as well. Alabama's a finalist also. I don't think Bama is up there. I don't think Florida State is up there quite at the top. I still like LSU. I visited with Sampson last year, and he really told me he was a hometown kid. I mean, he's right there in Baton Rouge, just a few miles from the LSU campus. I think Cortez Hankton's come in and done a great job recruiting him on the new staff under Brian Kelly. I think A&M's a true competitor, and I can't completely rule out Florida State, but I feel fairly confident that LSU can keep Sampson at home. Just that hometown team, tradition at LSU, the receivers they've produced in recent years. I like where LSU's headed with a decision coming in the next few days.